Hi guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it is 𝗍𝗶𝗱𝗲 here. Today, I have started a small show kind of thing called the Video Diaries, which is what you are about to watch. There are 8 episodes in the show, and I would like to preface by saying everything in the show is fictional and is purely for entertainment purposes, and entertainment purposes only. I hope you guys enjoy it and have fun watching. Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone. With all your missing someone. Hola, it is me again, Rachel. I've officially decided that I do care about my homework, and I'm going to continue doing my homework, so that's fun. Hello, it's been a while. Something insane has happened. Where did I put it? Mr. Cat, are you stepping on it? Hey. Oh, where did it go? I got a letter, finally, after so much time. I don't know where I put it. Interesting. I still think the cat is hiding it. Hey, cat. I love you, friend, but I think that you have my note. He did. Just before I read this, I'd like to let you know it is currently Monday. I turned 17 yesterday. I got this note in my locker, the first since I got the rest of my notes taken away from me. Ha! However, this is major progress, and once again I could get killed. Meet me at Loki's Diner Wednesday, 4 p.m. I was about to say 4 p.m. Wednesday, but that's not what this says. It says Wednesday, 4 p.m. Stern. Literally, if you like look at it, I don't know if you, that's gonna be on the screen. I hope it is. So, Alex has officially moved. So, where did I put my pen? Oh, here it is. He's gone, which is amazing. It's actually not amazing. It just means that I'm even more lonely, but it also means that I have no excuse to not do amazing in school again, so that's a thing. It sucks. School also sucks. And yeah, it's kind of crappy, but I'm not upset because, like, I had a crush on him. I'm more upset because Alex became my only friend, which means that now, since he's gone, I have no friends except for myself and my dad, but that's my father. That's not my friend. It's tough. So this leaves me with me, myself, and I, the 3 people that I don't want to be left alone with. Ironic. It's a new era. I guess I should start trying to make friends, which is something that I've lacked the will to do. I still don't want to do it. Speaking of my dad, he told me that him and mom are filing for a divorce, which is wonderful. We're moving out in a couple of weeks, and they said they're not moving in together. I'm just gonna hope deep in my heart that I go with that, but even if I do, it's not really gonna be that worth it because I'm gonna run away. I know, it's a horrible plan. Running away is how I got into the mess. And guess what? Charlie the Chocolate Factory, that's how I'm getting out of the mess. If I can attempt a runaway plan to get into the mess, I can actually run away to get out of it. I don't care. I don't even care if Mr. Deputy Elise thinks it's bad. I'm just gonna wait until I know who the murderer is. The second I know who the murderer is, I'm reporting them to the police and running away. Exactly what I'm doing. Now, I don't have someone to help me solve the murder, but hopefully the person who wants to meet up with me Wednesday is either A, a person who will help me, or B, the murderer themselves. I'm leaning towards B, which Alex was thinking around the same thing that I did. He thought it was the murderer trying to antagonize me, since we both agreed that the murderer definitely knew about the plan between Matt and I to run away. So why wouldn't they have followed me? Why wouldn't they stalk me? Because who else would know about the treehouse? But with my new runaway plan, newly updated, for my 17th birthday, my father made the grave mistake of getting me a car. Why is this a mistake? Because now I don't have to waste money on bus pass. I'm not going to New York though. I already said being in New York would have been too horrible for me, and I'll never go there. I am actually going to go to Los Angeles. I wanted to go to California. I've never been to the West Coast, so I think that would be super exciting. And honestly, driving all the way across the country sounds relaxing. I'm already alone half the time, so I would just be alone in a car with my thoughts, and I could enroll myself into like a new high school there and just like start life fresh, you know? I would finish high school, I'll graduate, get my high school degree, and then I'll live in a crappy apartment in LA, which is gonna be so much more fun than a crappy apartment in New York. But less fun than being in a crappy apartment in New York with Matt. So maybe it's not that fun. I miss Matt, and every single day I'm in this town, I think of him. I hear his voice, I hear his laugh, I see that amazing glint in his bright green eyes, and I have decided I cannot do it anymore. I literally can't. I can't, because everything reminds me of him. Everywhere I look. It's like it's screaming its name at me, and it's kind of driving me crazy. So I think I have to officially quit being in this town. I quit being a member of society. Here, gotta leave Florida. The entire state, trash. Hate it. I want to start over. Like, I don't think that I could find anything else here. I've never fallen in love. I too, just like Matt, haven't had my first kiss. And if there's one smart thing my idiotic therapist has told me, it is that I am just as young as Matt. So I deserve to die just as much as Matt did. Which is a weird way to think about it, because I've been thinking about it in a completely different way. As in, like, if it was me or Matt, I'd rather have it be me than Matt. But then she was explaining, like, my life is just as valuable as his life. Which was a new way to think about it. And I hadn't thought of it that way before. And once I started thinking about it, I couldn't stop thinking about it. But I'm happy that she pointed it out to me. So now she's officially done 2 really helpful things. I have so far been faking our appointments though, because I just want to get the heck out of counseling. Because the faster I get out of counseling, the easier it is for when I run away. Which I should probably say that quieter so my mom doesn't hear me. Los Angeles is going to be great though. I've already found a really good high school, and it's a private high school. I've already applied for it, so once they accept me, I'll actually be able to dorm up in the high school because it's private. I just have to hope that I am eligible for a scholarship because my family doesn't really make that much anyways. So I think that would be really cool though. Like, imagine LA. Do you know how many famous people are in LA? I could meet someone cool. Like, I could meet like anyone. That's amazing. What if I saw Kevin Hart? Oh my gosh. Kevin Hart is pretty cool. I'd be like, yo, Kevin Hart, what's up? Am I taller than Kevin Hart? I gotta look this up. How tall is Kevin Hart? It's been the only thing that I've been looking forward to. 5'4". We are the same height. I'll be like, yo, what's up, Kevin Hart? We're the same height. That's pretty cool. That's pretty swag. I hit myself in the hand really hard right there. That's embarrassing. Not as embarrassing as talking to a camera about my personal problems. But yeah, so I have officially decided when I run away, I'm going to make my last recording like right before I run away, and then I'm gonna be like, I'm running away. And that is when I'll post all these stories somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where I'm gonna post them, but I feel like it needs to be shown somewhere. But I'll schedule them to post like months after I've left. That way nobody will know where I went. That'd be really funny. Just like I disappear and then everyone's like, oh my god, where did Rachel Roberts go? See, that is the kind of dramatic exit that Matt would be proud of. This is growth. I feel like I am actually healing. Like, I still feel crappy and alone all the time, but I see hope. That is something that I lost. Imagine if like a random person finds these recordings, like someone who doesn't even know me. That's really weird. I wonder if people would like me. But anyways, LA, the private school. I'm super excited. I'm really hoping that they have a scholarship program. Like, really hoping they have a scholarship problem. Oh my goodness. Program. I know they have one. Holy cow. I just tripped over my words so much. I know they have a scholarship program. What I'm really hoping for is that I get accepted for it. Because if I don't get accepted, then I can't go. And I have to look into other resources, like getting emancipated, which means that I will have to face my parents in court and state my case on why I should be allowed to get emancipated. But if I get accepted at this college at LA, I can just be like, oh, sorry, I got accepted into a really good high school. Did I just say college? It is technically also a college. It's a high school. It's a private high school, but then it branches out into a college, which is why it's perfect. It's called Lamont High School. I love it. I love it. I'm obsessed. I was literally just gazing at the webpage forever. I think my teacher saw me, but I also think that she didn't really care. All my teachers have kind of given up on me, but I'm trying to do my homework. I did not set it to the side because I do need to keep my grades up. But I wrote a great essay on how Matt died, which maybe I shouldn't have used his death to my advantage, but I think Matt would approve of me trying to do something. Which also sounds really sad, but I genuinely think that he would approve of it. It's the first time I've tried to do anything since he's died other than sitting there thinking, who did this to you? Why did they pick you over me to die? Which I do think in some sort of weird way is healing. So that's progress, which, as stupid and weird as it sounds, I'm happy that I have. I'm no longer crying in the shower, which I've never admitted to until now. But crying in the shower is like therapeutic, because like the water is on your back and it's all steamy and stuff, and you're getting clean, and then you're cleansing your eyes and how sad you are. It's just leaking from your body. That just sounds depressing. It's really therapeutic. If you've never tried crying in the shower, it's hashtag Rachel Roberts approved. I think I feel guilty about all the stuff I said about Ella. They just spoken with words of anger, like my mom. I think I'm more angry that I turned out so much like her, because I always said I never would. I'm never gonna be like my mom is exactly like her. But maybe the fact that I realize that and I want to change that and I want to start somewhere new is just like my dad. I feel bad for him. I mean, like, my mom is his first girlfriend. My mom's had like a lot of boyfriends and a husband, my dad. But she was his first love, and he's losing that, and he has 2 kids with her. I don't even know if Kaylin knows. Kaylin probably does know. Maybe that's why she moved out. I don't blame her. Trust me, I want to move out too. I know the runaway plan is like kind of foolish and childish maybe, but I also think that yes, it's inspiring. And I have come to terms with thinking that my video diaries are inspiring, because this was here, like in the moment. It's a story like no other, and yeah, sure, there's probably never going to be another person who comes across this that relates to this. But maybe there's a person who didn't know that they had everything, and they needed to see another person who had nothing to do what they wanted. That's why the story is inspiring. But it won't end here. It won't. I refuse to leave up until I figure out what is going on with Matt. I still need to figure out who murdered him. And maybe I haven't healed in that way, but that is not my only focus anymore. It used to be the only thing I was putting my energy into, trying to figure out whose handwriting the notes are, trying to figure out what they meant. But that's coming to a close, because in less than 48 hours, I will be seeing what person was putting notes into my locker. What person knew that was my treehouse. And I will figure out if they are trying to antagonize or help me. I will figure out if they touched Matt the day he tried to run away. LA is not so bad. It's also across the country, but like in a different direction, because Florida to New York is like that, but Florida to LA is whew. I can't wait. I'm like bursting with joy. I waited a while to say it on camera because I've already submitted everything. My mom can't make me unsubmit it. I just have to get the answer. So she figures out about it by digging through my phone. Then 1, you shouldn't be digging through my phone, mother, and 2, you're too late. You're too late. That makes me happy. She would have gone crazy if she knew that night. I was trying to run away. She was also too late then. She was always kind of controlling with me, but she was so mad when I came home. It was funny. She deserved to be upset. I think I like making her mad. But not in the same way that she likes making my dad mad. I like making her mad because I think she deserves to be angry. My dad doesn't deserve anything bad. He doesn't deserve to be angry. He's a gentle soul. But my mother, raging with fire. And I've decided I'm no longer going to be angry unless I have complete rights for it, which will be saved for when I figure out who on earth killed my best friend. And believe me, whoever's seeing this, if anyone ever does see this, I will figure it out, even if it's the death of me. I solemnly swear.